Hey there, everybody. Meteorologist Mike Griffith here for East Coast Weather Association. And I just want to take a quick moment here and talk about how it's just been so warm and then cold, and all the trees have been budding. Some flowers have been coming up out of the ground, and even the grass has been growing. And I've seen some people here cutting the grass. And it really looks like it's just going to be that kind of a pattern where it's warm, it gets cold again, it gets warm, it gets cold again. The issue with this across the Carolinas and the East Coast is if you have a fruit farm or if you're trying to grow any type of vegetables or crops, they're going to die and everything is going to die off with the freezes upcoming through early and mid March. This is just crazy. So, whatever measures you can take to protect your crops, I would do that, especially here across the South, even down in the Florida. I would say some of the orange groves are going to have issues here as we head into maybe the 8th of March or so through the 12th, as it's going to be really cold and borderline freezing down here. No further down in the Florida than the Panhandle more than likely. You should be safe south of the Panhandle, but anywhere up in this region here, you could be getting some frost and some freeze, and it could be affecting your oranges. Peaches here across South Carolina, North Carolina, going to have to watch out that we're going to have to kill these off with the upcoming cold air. So here we are, here's Sunday, and this is the GFS model, and this is all the cold air right here across much of the northern part of the country. It's not too extremely cold, but this is an anomaly, and for this time of year, it actually is a little on the cold side, on the cool side here. Here we go into the work week here as we're starting into Monday and Tuesday, and it looks like we're going to be having a little bit of a warm up here as we head into the day Monday and on Tuesday. High pressure builds back into the east here, and we warm up. But look at all this cold air building out here in the Rockies and trying to spill east. Now, as we go into the day on during the day Wednesday, looks like another powerful cold front here moves across much of the country, bringing more severe weather to the eastern part of the United States. Another strong cold front moves through, more tornadoes, more severe weather, more hail, unfortunately, across the eastern half of the country from the Ohio River Valley and eastward. We're looking at Wednesday evening right now. And by the way, this is the whole entire northern hemisphere. Europe has just been getting blasted. There's been a whole bunch of cold air over there. They've been having a rough winter. They've been stealing our winter. And I'll show you why here in a little bit. And there comes the cold air. A cold front comes through. We're looking at March 2nd right now, Thursday. Not that big of a deal. A trough digs a little bit. The cold air lasts maybe into this Friday. And that storm system moves away. Still going to be cold as we head into the 4th, which is this weekend. And then a little bit of a moderation here across the temperatures across much of the U.S. here. This is another issue because the flowers and the crops and the buds and everything will be coming up in the trees, and everything will be blooming because it's thinking that it's going to be warm. That tree sap is flowing, buds are going to be forming on the trees, and then here comes another storm system out of the upper Midwest as we head into March 6th, and that system really blows up and really sucks in a lot of cold air from Alaska, northern Alaska, North Pole, Arctic Circle, and it funnels it all the way down into the East Coast here. We're looking at the 7th of March. This could be a crop-killing freeze here on or around the 7th of March, which is a Tuesday. So this is very concerning if you're actually thinking it's going to remain warm. Not even telling what type of storm system this is going to be. This could be a coastal low. This could be some kind of a storm system here from the Northeast. Maybe even down into Virginia as well. So winter is not over there in those places yet. That's a pretty cold trough of low pressure there. That's pretty stormy, and that system moves away. We're still colder than average as we head into the 9th of March and then the 10th of March, which is Friday. Pretty impressive trough here across the eastern coast of the United States. This is looking really cold, folks. Look at this low. Look at this cold air here. This is just insane for March 11th. Next, like a couple weekends from now. That is crazy. This is a crop killing frost. Do whatever it takes to protect your crops. Here comes a southern storm system right here. This could be dropping some of the white stuff across the south. Watch this again. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go forward. Back, forward. Look where the center of low pressure is on this model. Now, of course, this is let's see, 348 hours in the future. So the skill of these models is really questionable. But just look at the trend here across the overall trough in the East Coast here. This cold air, this lower pressure than normal. This is definitely something to watch. This is the time of year, March 13th, is when the superstorm of 1993, the blizzard of 93 occurred. So it's weird to be getting these types of patterns. All we need is a piece of energy to come down in the jet stream, and bam, it comes out of the Gulf and does a lot of stuff here over Carolinas and Virginia. Still remaining in a trough through the 14th of March, through the end of the range of this model forecast. That is just incredible, and that's very interesting. Let me show you about what I'm looking at as far as the stratosphere. And what this is way up higher than where the airliners fly. I'm going back in time here just so you don't get confused. I'm going way back in time here. Now, what I'm looking at is stratospheric warming over the North Pole and even Greenland. What does this do? It displaces cold air to the south of it. It splits the cold air over the North Pole. Looks like Europe. It looks like some of it's going to Europe again. Not a big surprise, as they've been having a very rough winter. And then here comes the other half over Canada and the United States. And this is valid right around the 13th of March. Okay, now look at the overall 2-meter temperature anomaly for the east coast of the United States right here. That is cold. So this is going to be cold air being pushed all the way into the south on March 13th. So this is what I'm going to say. If you think spring is here, think again, because Mother Nature is going to fool us. I think that it's going to get cold again. I think we're going to be in winter at least through mid-March. And I think a lot of the trees and everything that has flowers and it's going to be blooming, unfortunately, we're going to lose those to frost, and they're going to get frostbite at night. And I think that that's going to kill off a lot of stuff that's blooming right now. Unfortunately, that's the case. If you're a farmer, protect your crops and protect your goods, because you might be losing them anytime between now and the middle of March. I'm East Coast Weather Association meteorologist Mike Griffith. Have a great start to your work week, everybody.